be a better way to formulate society. And I think the only reason why we don't, that we aren't just making smart decisions about how to run societies, are this upper echelon, this crust of just corrupt, just people just out for themselves. And they're all insiders. That's why I love being an outsider, because you don't go along with things, you point things out, you go, hey, that's wrong. And it means you're never in the circle, because you'll point out. But it's amazing how many people they'll see shit and they'll just go along with it. They'll just, this is how we're doing it, join in. Fucking outsiders are the best people, because they're decent, they've formed their own mind, they've decided what's best, and they've got a set of values they run off. It's not based on their little grouping and in this group, I'm in this group now, and we do all sorts of bad shit, but I'm a member of the group, so I'll just keep going, because if I don't, I'll lose my position, and that's what's important. I'm not going to lay down my life just because we're a bunch of scumbags. Oh, Jeezy. Oh, scumbags are us. But anyway, what are you going to do about it? We just need to, I don't know, society needs to stop arguing and come together. The right are the worst, because they're like, all right, things are terrible, things are shit, things are bad. Okay, what are we going to do? Let's listen to leadership, the people who are making it bad. What are they saying? Oh, it's black people, it's immigrants, it's we've got to get to the bottom of the Epstein files. Trump, get us to the bottom of the Epstein files, can you? You're going to drain the swamp. And he's bloody into it. He's in it up to his neck. Like, it's like, what's happened is, there's been, before the internet, there was, the truth was all filtered top down, unless you're a reader and you read books to find out stuff. If you just watch the media and the newspapers, it's all top down, and they tell you what the truth is. And they've created a narrative like pro-capitalism, everywhere else is bad, and told us how to think. Now these guys have gotten on the internet and got all this new information, and rather than questioning the old information, they've just piled it on top and see what works with their existing framework. So they're like still pro everything that's bad, but they want to make things better by making it worse. It's because they haven't deleted their schema, their mental schema, that from their youth when we were all propagandized to, and we didn't know the difference. And you get online and you figure stuff out and you go, fuck yeah. And then, then people go too far and they think nothing's real and like the earth is flat and they're lizard people or whatever, instead of the fact that they're just people, they just got too much power and they've got too much sway over us, and all they're doing, the problem with society is twofold: greed and the protection of interests. They're in one. The protection of interest is greed. So people who have power, have money, have land, have capital, want to keep it, and so all their decision making runs through, how do I hold on to this? Everything, even if it's bad, and they create a world around that need where it's not like they're creating propaganda that they don't believe themselves. Some of it is just like, that's for the scum, that's for everyone who's supposed to be under our boot. But a lot of it they believe because they've created narratives to support their own place in society, and they want to tell themselves that they are just and better and superior when they're just scumbags. But so you've got the protection of interests, and then you've got ignorance. So they try to maintain that ignorance among the people and create disinformation and put them off track and everything. Like with the evangelicals, they're not preaching Christianity anymore. They're preaching the propaganda that's been given to them from the elite. That's their propaganda, and that's their Christianity now. It's not about the Bible, not really. It's about this amorphous piece of crap that makes us all sick and the world not healthy. And anyway, well, there are two biggest problems. Ignorance, because people go along with it, and the protection of interests is why they cause the ignorance. And I mean by ignorance anything like that is useful to know and beneficial that can help us make a better society. But like, you think about how well we could structure the world if we didn't have to worry about, we've got to think about this interest and that interest, because whenever governments are making decisions, they've got to worry about these outside interests, which sometimes they need to be, but it's still wrapped in a shell, and the shell doesn't have to be that way. You can have a corporation without shareholders. You can have a corporation without ownership. You can take big entities and say, all right, they belong to no one, and their goal is to create whatever they create, and the wealth sustains the industry itself and the workers. There's no capitalists. There's no need for them besides the capital they hold. Like the brain that makes the decisions can be done by a worker. There's nothing special about, like, they might be good at it, but so you can make a worker good at it. You bring them up and you say, this is what you're going to do. This is my line of work. And you say, and then they do the job of the capitalist, except then you don't have to fund their yachts and all that sort of stuff because they're on a wage. You don't have to give them, they don't have this overwhelming control over what's going on. And I was going to say something about something that'll get me in trouble, but I'll let it go through to the keeper because it's so PC. Just kidding. It's fine. I can say whatever I want. Sure I can. It's just greed and selfishness and people and groups who think they're superior, who believe they deserve more. That's all it is. Jerks. Fucking jerks. Jerk-offs. Jerk Jr. and his son. Junior Senior Jerk. Anyway, I was in the shop the other day and I've come across this big juicy fish. And I was like, I'm going to eat that fish. And the fish said to me, do not eat me, I am a magical fish. Put me back in the water and I'll grant you 3 wishes. And I thought, but you're so juicy, you're a juicy fish. Anyway, I put it back in the water, got me 3 wishes. But I was still real hungry. That's all I got. Anyway, you can't do much about the things. There's a lot to be done, and we need to do it together.